all alone tonight. It was mostly to do with me, as a matter of fact. We are running a bit late, but also it is a school night, so some people are not available all of the time. Okay, we are good to go. I have everything up and running. Let me see if I can. We are live with the live stream. There we are. Yeah. Okay, we're just waiting on the lads to get into the lobby before we begin the COTA USA Season 4 Wheel to Wheel Week 9 Grand Prix. What an intro. What an intro. Didn't forget one bit of that at all. Not even a little. Okay, we are good to go. I am spectator mode. Excellent. We are multi-stream for the we're a multi-stream for all the comments. So if you're on Facebook or you're with us on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe, get in the comments, tell us what it is you need to see or expect to see today. Let's look at what first we should do is let's see. We will look at what we'll do is we'll look at the reviews. So Elite Carbon receives 2 penalty points for hitting Mormick on the formation lap. As a result, Elite Carbon will serve a race ban in his next race, and it's very important you say next race because Elite Carbon is not with us tonight, nor is Mormick as it happens. But there we go. Let's see. We have. I'm just going to change the old screen here. We have. Okay, let's see. The next one we have Blue Gunner receives 10 points or 10 seconds and 4 points for an incident with Ronanosaurus, I should say. We're going with that rar. On lap 23. Blue Gunner moves down a position. Big Knockos moves up 1 position. Blue Gunner now has 10 points and will serve a quali ban in his next race. Okay, so another quali ban there. I think Blue Gunner is with us tonight, so he is going to be serving a ban tonight. Is a Hero receives 10 seconds, 4 points for an incident with Bernie Byrne on lap 10. Jesus, lads, would you fucking get your shit in order? Anyway, ruffle. That's somebody in the same fucking chat as I am. Get in your own chat, man. Okay. Supreme Boyo receives 10 seconds and 4 points for an incident with Is a Hero on lap 9. And Supreme Boyo has 16 points and will serve a race ban in the next race. So that is where all the reviews went, what happened. And here we are. This is what it all means. Chameleon with the win and fast slap, his first in season 2. We were correct on that point. Major Jam with a good result in second place. Bunsey in third. Rory Drain, Ronanosaurus with the pole initially. Kaiser, Knockos, Blue Gunner and Budge with Buffalucas in 10th, getting his first point in wheel-to-wheel history. That is him rounding out the points. 11th was Verdi Vern, why not see in 12th. Mormick in 13th. Iron Man in 14th with Is a Hero in 15th. Along with Supreme Boyle, Elite Carbon and Welsh Wizard making up the standings as are related to last week. Okay. That means that in this championship, and we'll skip the constructors in the middle for just a moment, in the championship, the Drivers' Championship, Bunsey now leads by a whopping 9 from 37, 28 points, with Chameleon solidifying third place there after jumping up from 6th, swapping almost with Budge, who drops to 5th. Major Jam up to 70 points in 4th after a 2 race break. That dude will be making waves when it comes down the road. What's going on? F1. Okay. So Major Jam, 70 points despite missing 2 races early in 8 races. So he's missed a quarter races, but still stands in 4th place, only 2 points behind the Angry Comedian. Blue Gunner up to 6th, 62 points. Griffin 46, tied with Rory Drain. Kaiser up to 9th, with his result of 6 last week. Elite Carbon, Mormick, Rhonosaurus, followed by Why Not See in 13th. Welsh Wizard, Supreme Bio, Big Knockos, Vernie Vern, Iron Man, Wilfred Boney, K Flemo is a hero, and Buffalucas getting his first point, making up the remaining positions. As you can see there, Mayo for Jam still doing exceptionally well. Two of them, both of Mayo for Jam in the top 4, second and fourth. But Team Bungun with a Bunsey masterclass so far. Team Bungun after last week is only 1 point behind them. The closest it's been for quite a long time. Braun Cocktail solidified by the fact that both Budge and Chameleon picked up points last week. And then there's a big gap back to You Shall Not Pass, consistent of Mormick and that's a check. But then Miss Sloan Mikado making up 62, 52 for Team Not Supreme, Elite Heroes 40, Welsh Rockers 39, and then Knockos and Co. along with 2 men and a Pirelli with 13 and 11. Quite a poor turnout as it happens, not particularly good. Looks like it's a clear night in COTA. We are good to go. It looks like we are about to start quali. So let me change over the old thing like that. We will turn on a bit of that. And we are good to go. There it is. And it is Bernie Vern in, it looks like, coming out now. Or in the... in the Red Bull. It was Red Bull. We do have a whole bunch of new cars this week, so we are down to 15 drivers, it turns out. Looks like we are good to go. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. So, who is out? It's Bernie Vern is around. Let's see. Section. Why Not See now in the Alfa Romeo. Vernie Vern right behind him. It looks like. Oh no. Oh, we have a few people up ahead. So Kaiser in the Mercedes now. Welsh Wizard. Both still in the pits. Big Knocko's getting a massive promotion up to an Alpine. With Griffin now in the AlphaTauri, Rory Drain is in the Aston, Bunsey is now in the Williams, as is Mailman. Budge drops down all a car from Haas to Aston Martin. Happier about a green car than he is a white car for whatever reason. Major Jam is now in the Haas, with Angry Chameleon dropping from a Mercedes down to a McLaren. And there we go. We have somebody coming around the first corner, starting a lap. Who is it? It is the green car, the Aston of Rory Drain, who is on the first lap. It looks like Rory Drain is first out. Follow no, we have Griffin. Okay, so we will follow with Griffin as it happened, and we will get up all the details for your viewing pleasure. Oh, he is DNF'd or he is invalidated already. So, a lot of people on a lap early in this one. Here we go. Spider-Man in the house. Welcome in, fella. It is nice to have you in. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact, give us an L like and subscribe then too. It doesn't have to be just for our viewing, our live viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you and all that good stuff. So we're following, we get rid of that box so that you have a better viewing. It is Rory Drain as he comes round through sector 3. He's setting up 110 so far. We will talk about strategy as it happens just before the race starts. Maybe if we have a bit of a lull in the middle of quali and everybody's in. There's a lot of people right now who are out and about on the track. coming around through the final second to last turn, down around this fine, and there's two long straights in this. This is the shorter of the two long straights, I should say. But we have a 136 to start us off. And let's see, I think we had, who else was it? Angry Chameleon, no slouch there in the McLaren. He is currently fast lap, and then we have Why Not See coming around in the Alfa Romeo. Budge, wow, Budge setting a nice time in his Aston Martin. He is right to much prefer that. But here it is. This is the big favourite now. Big knockos up to podium. Sorry, I beg your pole at the moment with a 135.4. There is Mayo Man not slacking at all in the Williams. Phenomenal stuff. It looks like we have Vernie Vern coming around. Is he on a? He is on a lap. But Ronanosaurus is coming around. He's through sector 2. Very, very long straight in this, great for passing opportunities. Look at that. Bunsey is up to first already. So Mayo Man and Bunsey, despite moving down all the way to the worst car on track, they are setting the pace early in this one. Look at that. Bunsey and the two Williams are now on top. But look at K Flemo. K Flemo with a 135 flat. Major jam in the Haas, not doing what he would normally do, but he is going again. He's 3 seconds up, so he's going to go in. Vernie Vern coming around through sector 3, 133 or 135 now. Coming around, this is the second to last corner. Whew, let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry, yeah, Bunsey is pole. Sorry, I did, apologies. Oh, and we have Vernie Vern going in. There's a lot of people out on track at the moment. Oh, there we go. And Why Not See almost hitting the barrier too. It's a complicated exit or entrance in here. Budge going in. Everybody going into the pits. Big Knocko's going in. Mayo Man is coming around. Is he going? He looks like he's a bit down on his time too, so he's obviously going in as well. Okay. Complicated entrance in here. Oh, and nearly taking out the side. And Ronanosaurus is down as well. K Flemo all the way up to first. He is going to go in as well. So let's see who we got. Welsh Wizard and Kaiser Gunner in the Mercedes duo. Two demons in the Williams, despite the fact they're now on the slowest car, still representing strong in the old Williams. But look at that, we have new guys at the top, Ronanosaurus and K Flemo. Let's see, where is Kaiser coming? Kaiser, not a man for setting laps, but he may do now. He is after moving down after that result. Oh, he invalidated, I didn't catch that, apologies. It is Welsh Wizard coming around, he is going to be a long way. Major Jam is on the second lap. He is plus 1/10, he may abandon this one. He's just at the end of the long straight there. So, who else is out? Nobody in the top 9 is currently out. Major Jam looking like he may be putting this back in the pits this time round. Let's see, Welsh Wizard through into sector 2. He is currently 44 seconds on the clock. As he comes down and around, this is the long straight, long DRS zone there, and you get up to all the way up to 330 kilometers an hour, I believe, depending on your ability. And did he just? No, he didn't invalidate. He cut that just perfectly. Looked a bit dodged, but he got away with it. Sector 2 also, but now he's into sector 2 for Kaiser. We will go to him after this one. Major Jam did go again. He didn't improve well enough. It looked like he was going to go in, but he did improve by 9/10 almost, or 9/100, almost 1/10. Absolute speed demons, but look at the way things are shaping up. Angry Comedian is back out. We will join him in just a moment. But around the last corner, and we have Welsh Wizard going pole. What an excellent lap from him. He's the first into 134s. Let's see how Kaiser Gunner is. Kaiser is obviously invalidated because he is not setting the time there again. So, what have we got? Griffin now up to 4th as he comes across the line. Angry Chameleon currently on his fast lap now. So let's stick with the... hold on, where is this? Oh, and we have a knockouts. Oh my God, are we crossing? We're crossing the line and we're after getting kicked out again. I don't know what to do with that. That's insane. Let me see where I go. That's a pain in the hole. Anyway, while we're waiting on that to come back, let's go to podcast mode for just a second. Tonight's games are brought to you by, or tonight's race is brought to you by Arkham Horror, XCOM, and Lord of the Rings, the board games. Likely strategy for tonight is hard to medium or medium to hard. Hard lasts about 16 laps comfortably, but could be pushed to 20. Mediums can push to about 15 laps. Softs get you around 7 laps at a push, so feasible to see a hard soft, but really unlikely. This is thanks to the Angry Chameleon. Fuel isn't too bad here. An extra half a litre should get you home without any safety car. If you under fuel, you will be risking it and really hope for a safety car. Spectate. Okay, we are back almost. Just let me see. So that is the way things stand as we fill that gap while we wait to get back in to qualification. This is insane. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's been very good the last few weeks, and all of a sudden quali kicks me out again. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so while we were away, Bunsey up into second. Kay Flemo is down. Okay, Bunsey did second person into 134th. Kay Flemo is up. Is still is still on 135. Is he down on his time? Let's see as he comes round through sector 3. He's through second to last corner. 126, looking pretty good at the moment. He is hugging the right hand side of that track as he comes around, and he goes down and across the corner. One, he is down, and he does jump Bunsey, but does not get up and over Welsh Wizard. Welsh Wizard still on pole, as it so happens. Who else is out? Why Not See is currently out. He is plus 7 tenths. Angry Chameleon is plus 1 second, so they're likely going back in. Mayo Man on a fast lap. He is plus 3 seconds though. He is in 6th as it stands. Ronanosaurus is minus 3 tenths. Let's stick with this guy as he comes round through sector 2. Interesting indeed. Cat D, you got this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Cat. It's sometimes a lonely world here. And when something's feck up, you have to fill it with Angry Chameleon information, and that is a very wide one from Ronanosaurus. Doesn't look like he's going to improve. He is now down 4 tenths after vastly improving in the first couple of sectors. So we will see, is K Flemo on a fast one or is he going in? He's on a second time round and he looks like he's attacking it. Oh no, he's after pulling up short there, is he? And he is. He's not going in. He's not going for that. He's after warming up the tires just a little bit. Very Vern going 2 laps already. I can't imagine that's going to improve on his time. Let's see, Major Jam. Cat D, it is very good to have you in. It is very, very good to have you in. If you are in and you do like and subscribe, we would very, very much appreciate it. For all those guys who haven't done so up to now. We have 63 subscribers. When we started this, we had 0. So, well, we had about 10, but they were all just kind of friends, as is the norm. Okay. So it looks like Major Jam is coming down through sector. I'm just kind of trying to establish here whether he's going to complete this lap or not. It is good to have everybody in. He is down on his time coming into sector 3, so he may do. He is a long way off the pace though in this Haas. He is not liking it the way he would have, that he would most. Let's see. Major Jam is down, but he's not down a lot, and he's a long way off. Even Vernie Vern, who was coming around, he's going to go into the pits. Everybody is kind of on an outlap or pitting right now. Only two guys were Major Jam. We will follow Major Jam. He crossed the line, 7/10 down, but again, still not enough. Everybody in the 136s or better now at this stage. There is another who's coming out of pits there. We will see. Griffin. Griffin is on a fast lap, so let's follow Griffin as he goes around in the AlphaTauri. The angles are absolutely garbage on this track. Absolutely garbage. Oh, wow. Okay. We don't have Mrs. Meeps here tonight. She has been with us the last 3 weeks. It has been great to have her. She's not with us tonight, though. She may be back next week, depending. Hello. Hello. Okay, so we have Griffin coming around down to the back straight, the longest piece of straight on this track, and it is going to be hell for leather as with DRS trains and the like coming down here. This is going to be where the overtaking gets people catch up, makes up those big differences as they go down around. The Alfa Romeo of Why Not See keeping over to the right or to the left, I beg your pardon, right as you look at it. And Griffin coming around, he is the only one on the hot lap that really. Welsh Wizard will be next, I think, because we will join Welsh Wizard in just a moment. Welsh Wizard in sector 1, and Angry Comedian is in sector 2. So we'll go to Angry Comedian after Griffin. And Griffin is round sector 3. He's 2/10 up, so unless he had a great third sector, he didn't improve at all on that one. So Angry Comedian was next as he comes round. Angry Comedian dropping two. Angry Comedian dropped 2 cars due to his great performance, and probably a big part of that related to the fact that he won last week, with not only winning, but he won and got fastest lap also. So absolutely stonking performance by him. And he comes across the line and he's 4/10 down. He's up to 5th. He jumps from Anasaurus, who is currently on a lap as well. So Bunsey, let's see, we have to catch some of these good. He's only in sector 1, so we will come back to him. K Flemo is plus 800s, and Welsh Wizard is in the grass. Okay, so he's on pole, so that's the time to do it if we're being honest. And he's only 2,000 of a second up on K Flemo. That's incredibly close. Anasaurus coming around, he's in sector 2, he's coming down that long straight. It is absolutely cat to watch that coming down the straight because you are getting all the sun in your eyes. Okay, let me see. Anasaurus into sector 3. There we go, and we're all live. Okay. Anasaurus around the final turn. What's he got? He is up to 4th. He jumps Griffin and Chameleon. Oops, touch that there. Chameleon there, and we haven't had anybody improve there. Bunsey. Oh, Bunsey is spinning. Mailman on 0 laps. He's in sector 2. He's up a little bit, but he's coming through that final sector. That's maybe where he can make up some time. He's only completed through sector 1, so he's in sector 2, and there's time to be made up in sector 2 and 3 for sure. It is a complicated series of S's as you come around the first turn. Late braking into the first turn on this track, as it is all uphill from the starting line. It is a very, very complicated first turn as regards finding the space. And Big Knockos is out of quali. Oh my, and Mailman has improved as well. So what happened to Knockos? Oh my, Knocko's coming apart at the seams despite the fact he now has a much improved car that he has had previously. Oh my goodness. So we have Kaiser Gunner, Bernie Bear, Major Jam, Blue Gunner all completing. Welsh Wizard is stopped and finished. So here we go, coming around the final corner. We have Mayo Man, who Bunsey stays where he is as well. Oh, and there is Mayo Man into the wall. I don't know what's going on with Mayo Man there. Griffin coming around. He is plus 41 seconds, so he's done. Ronanosaurus is done as well. K Flemo looks like he's done also. Budge, is he improving? No, he is done also. And Why Not See is done. Why Not See is done. So there we are, folks. That is qualification for this. That is where we stand. Now, let's go to... well, we'll have to wait till these guys pit, I guess. But anyway. Budge going around again. It is the end for him. He's not going to get to go again. Maybe mistimed, or maybe he just pulled out 32 seconds up on that final lap. We're just waiting for Griffin to pass the line. He's the last one, but he is 56 seconds up. Griffin, for the love of God, will you cross the second line so we can end this quali? Big Knockos may have actually pulled out a quali because he didn't have enough time to get out and go around once more. So he may have just actually just ended the end of it. Looks like he is out of fuel, which is the problem. Yeah, he's done 2 full laps as well as his warm-up, and that is qualification. We are good. How is everybody? It is a wonderful Wednesday evening. You are joining us for week 9 of Wheel to Wheel Season 4 in COTA, USA. We have Welsh Wizard in the Mercedes, vastly improving in the second period of the season. It is Welsh Wizard takes pole. I think that's his first of the season, followed by K Flemo, Bunsey in third, Ronanosaurus in fourth, Griffin in fifth, Angry Comedian in sixth, Mayo Man in seventh. Both Williams in the top 7, despite the fact that this is their first race in that. Big Knock goes in 8th, Rory Drain in 9th, Why Not See in 10th, Budge in 11th, one of his worst qualifications we've seen so far, Kaiser Gunner, Vernie Vern, Major Jam, and Blue Gunner rounding out. Blue Gunner serving his quali ban. Major Jam with an extraordinarily bad qualification by his standards. Last year setting 13 pole position qualification laps. This is probably his worst qualification in recent memory, certainly in any memory that I can come up with, which is not strange, to be fair. That's just who I am. But anyway, there we go. That is qualification. Who is your favourite for this? Like, I mean, you cannot write off the 2 Williams in the top 7, despite the fact they have great race pace. It's not all about the single laps. They didn't set the world alight necessarily with a ton of poles. That wasn't the way they've done it so far. They have been consistently good drivers. Mayo Man, Bunsey, fighting it out at the top of the table. But look at the likes of Chameleon, despite the fact that he's moved down, still relatively high. So these guys who were in these faster cars are still now, despite the fact that they've moved down, performing much better. Budge a little bit worse, and Major Jam probably the exception to the usual rule that we have here. But I think Budge is relatively happy. Hayden Hughes, well, if Hayden, honest to God, if it wasn't Wizard, who would it be, right? We much appreciate you joining us, Hayden. Yeah, look at that. Wizard on pole in a Mercedes, a vastly improved car than what he's had previously. Are you going for Hayden, or are you going for Hayden for the win? Are you going for Wizard for the win, Hayden? God, yeah. This could get confusing. It is after all difficult to talk to somebody in 2 different forms. But we are good to go. It looks like we are about to start in about 25 seconds. It is good to have you all in. If you're in the live, or if you're watching this afterwards, please give us a bit of a like, give us a bit of a subscribe, or share it to your mates if you've enjoyed it or you saw the action and you thought this is where it's at. Get onto Wheel to Wheel. If you want further information from Wheel to Wheel, you should hit up there in the very top corner, scan that QR code, and what you should do there is you should join the Wheel to Wheel public Discord, at which point you will be able to talk to all the drivers and get your opinion your questions answered. It would be fantastic for you to join us there. And look at that Welsh Wizard, not just loving it. He is up in pole, and you know what? He's saying, let's get this race started. I got this. Look at that. K Flemo up there. Another great performance from a new guy in a new car. Or well, not a new guy, but a guy in a new car. And Ronanosaurus. Bunsey, the usual, up there in the top 3 or 4. Fantastic. So this is the way it is. Let's get all the information on you. We're going to leave position change on to begin with, as we do for all of it at the start of a race, so that we can see what's happening. As we said, this is a long up the hill. Well, it's a straight into the first corner, braking late. Don't be afraid to. Oh, and Ronanosaurus is excuse me, is around on a warm up lap. Oh my, that's a bit embarrassing. Anyway, of all the people we happened to be on at the time, there we go. Anyway, he didn't do any damage, and if he did, it would have been fine for the beginning of the race. Anyway, look at that beautiful silver arrow of a Mercedes back on the front row this week. Okay, yeah, as we said, the major strategy here is medium to hard or hard to medium. Let's see really quickly where we stand with regard to the tyres. Looks like Welsh is going long. He's going long with the hard. So is Bunsey, Angry, Mayo, Knockos, and everybody from Why Not See down to Blue Gunner. With the only exceptions are the medium runners of K Flemo, Ronanosaurus, Griffin, and Rory Drain. So 4 out of 15 going mediums, the rest going hards. This is a medium to hard game, or hard to medium game. It seems to be the way of things. But that's it. So we have 4 versus 11. You have to imagine that K Flemo is just doing something different at the front. Maybe he's expecting an earlier what you call a safety car or virtual safety car, getting the advantage of that, getting in and getting the hards and going the long stint. Welsh Wizard not lining it up very well at the front. Why can't I get a front view of this? This is insanity. And here we go. We are good to go. We will watch them race up the hill there. You can see it. There's a great way of looking at it, I suppose. As we are away, it is lights out in the COTA USA GP Week 9 of Season 4 in wheel to wheel. And look at the speed of Chameleon around the outside there. He is up 2 places already. And as you were in the top 3, but Griffin and Ronanosaurus dropping back. Sorry, Griffin is net neutral, but we have Mayo Man around and down to 10th, and Kaiser going down to 14th, 15th now, because Vernie Verne is around as well. So a very well behaved first runner. Blue Gunner starting in last, making an absolute impact straight away, getting 3 of those positions early. That's what you want to do when you're at the back. You want to get the positions early if you're going to be pushing on. Budge, remaining our 3-time road champ, who is struggling in this season to keep up with the 2 guys at the front, is net neutral, although now, yeah, he's there, Grant. So Bunsey, so Chameleon giving back 1 of those positions to Griffin as they race down and into the end of that long back straight, that long DRS zone. We don't have DRS until lap 3 in this race, of course. And Welsh Wizard out ahead, leading the way. Here we go. Is this going to be his first win officially in a league match, in a league race? He has had pre-season wins, but he hasn't had a league one. So Budge back down 1 to Blue Gunner. Blue Gunner making his way up 4 positions on lap 1 already. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Bunsey losing the 2 front guys. He's out of the DRS when they eventually do, but he's not too far back. He can get back into there with a little bit of a burn, I am sure. He's down to 78%. He is trying to keep up. The guys up front, look at that. Welsh Wizard able to stay out in front and not use that D or ERS, whereas the guys behind them, just to keep up and keep it civil, are. Griffin really fast all over the back of Bunsey. This will be an interesting battle. Griffin is incredibly fast, and he is in a much faster car than Bunsey this time around. Oh, it'll be interesting. It is a DRS train all the way back. Look at this. Rory Drain and then Big Knock goes. Mailman the first out. He had a bit of a bad start. He is down 2 positions, but he has made one of those back up. Why not see neutral budge down 1, but Blue Gunner, the biggest gainer in the first lap, in the first couple of laps. Bunsey getting passed by Griffin as what we kind of figured would happen. But they are 1.7 second or 1.5 seconds back from K Flemo. So this could be a 2-horse race. Look at that though. K Flemo down to 67%, whereas it's pretty much 85% for Welsh Wizard, who is not touching as much of that ERS as is K Flemo, who is trying to keep up with him. But look now, we're having a few people. There's Ronanosaurus coming around, and he is going. Oh, that was close. Bunsey and Ronanosaurus are battling here. Bunsey is giving that up. The much faster Alpine taking advantage there. K Flemo with the fast slap that time round. He's after pulling some time in on Welsh Wizard at the front. But the guys back, Ronanosaurus is back a bit from Griffin. Griffin now sits alone, about 1.5 behind and 1.5 ahead of the 2 guys around him. So let's see where we are. Next closest battle, or next victim, it looks like, for Blue Gunner as he hunts down these guys ahead of him is Why Not See. It is not as close as you would have imagined, but he is going to be Chameleon holding still now in 6th position where he started. He is holding on to the back of Bunsey now. Bunsey in the slower car. You have to imagine a Chameleon fancies his chances against that Williams in the straights, depending on how they set up. Low wings are good, but in the corners they'd be difficult, but as far as I remember. And then the high wings would be better in the corners, but absolutely dreadful on these long straights. So what way was it? Kind of a balanced one? You go for medium, not concentrating either one. Oh, Welsh Wizard is around. Welsh Wizard got caught by K Flemo, so that was interesting. So that's where we stand with that. So closest battle is Why Not See, who Blue Gunner is now up 5 positions. Oh, hold on, we have, oh my God almighty. Okay, let's go. So we had Why Not See caught by Blue Gunner, and it Major Jam up 1 position, and as it happens, Welsh Wizard now down to 2nd. So K Flemo looks like he's burning everything on that car to keep up ahead. A bit of a wobble, I would have imagined, to get that kind of an advantage over Welsh Wizard in that Mercedes. Let's go. We are going back in. Thank you very much for joining us. If you wouldn't mind, give us a like and subscribe, because if for no other reason than feeling sorry for little old me sitting here like a muppet every week talking about guys in their virtual racing scenarios. We are just about to rejoin the lobby. Oh, oi, 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 oi. 0 time, definitely. 0 time, definitely. Oh, bit of a 0 in there. More Mick, thank you very much for the like on Facebook. It is much appreciated. Like and subscribe, even if you feel sorry for a dope like me, huh? That's it. I'm all right with taking sympathy ones. I'm all right with taking sympathy likes. It'll have. If it wasn't for sympathy likes, it just wouldn't be happening. We look like we are just about to rejoin the race. Okay, 26 laps, I think. Is it 28 laps? I beg your pardon. So Welsh Wizard falling a little bit back. Ronanosaurus is is 2.8 seconds back now. Bunsey further back again. So serious drop offs from the front 2. Let's see Welsh Wizard. He just looks like he's hanging in there. 62% and 33%. So K Flemo definitely using up. Oh, and he's around. He's around. And he's going to lose more than one position there. He's lost 2. That was a bad mistake on the S's as he comes up through sector 1. And he is now in between Bunsey and Ronanosaurus. And that's a lifeline to Welsh Wizard now, who has nobody within the 1 second and doesn't have to defend like that. Angry Comedian overtaking Bunsey. Interesting stuff as this race progresses. Look at this. There's Rory Drain. Now, Rory Drain is next on to go and challenge Bunsey. Bunsey is now you're starting to see where Bunsey before would have been in that green car is now being passed by his former car with Rory Drain behind the wheel. Okay, Angry Comedian is now out of DRS, but Rory Drain is right behind him. So that's the next battle we'll probably be looking at. We just go down. It looks like Griffin is all the way back down to 10th. As it happens. Let's look at position change. Yeah, Griffin down 5 positions, whatever happened then. Blue Gunner now. Oh! Blue Gunner is in the wall! And we have him around in sector 3. Oh, that is killer. He was up 7 positions when he done that. 3-second time penalty for Major Jam as he comes round the final to start the lap 7. Oh, that is ugly. That is ugly. Blue Gunner all the way to the back again. Fudge back to his 7th. Okay, tires. How we have it? We didn't have a VSC or VSC or SC. That was just that was just a yellow flag situation. K Flemo is 2 seconds back from Rhinosaurus, who finds himself in 2nd position, all alone once again. But Welsh Wizard, the main beneficiary of that mistake by K Flemo, he is the one now who leads this, and he can just build up all that ERS all he wants. Let's see. Yeah, K Flemo a long way back as a result of that, but he is still safe and he's still good. Big Knocko's making his way up through the pack. Bunsey trying to take it back, but he isn't going to be successful. There is another guy who is vastly improved now in his car ownership for the 2nd stint in this league. Wow, this is Bunsey, and Mayo is not making an inroads either on the guys. Griffin up a couple of places there as a result of Blue Gunner dropping back. But Mayo Man and Bunsey, despite the good performance over 1 lap, these cars in a straight line, or these cars on track in a race, are considerably slower, and they will be being caught as this season goes on, if this is the way it's going to be, because Welsh Wizard, Rhinosaur, and look at Angry Comedian, no loss of pace or ability because of that car. Like he is doing a great job once again today. We have K Flemo in 3rd, and there is a swap by Budge. Is Major Jam around? Oh, look at that. Budge goes well wide, and Major Jam is alongside him. Major Jam takes back that position. Budge went very wide. He must have raced down into that corner and then lost it. But he is competing. Major Jam up a few spots now, but he has got a 3-second time penalty despite that. Why not see losing out to the guys that we just mentioned? Mayo Man sitting in a bit of a race all on his own, and Bunsey now losing pace with the guys in front of him. We are very spread out. Ronanosaurus, bit of a push there from him. He was just briefly inside the 1 second, but he is back to 1.2 seconds out. Rory Drain is one of only a couple of people. There is Budge now. He's making that move on the Haas of Major Jam as they go around the end at that long straight. That is the pass done and succeed. If they keep close enough though, at the end of that corner there is a challenge that can be made into the next corner. This is a track with a lot of passing opportunities. The track is wide, and it's got long straights with DRS zones. Why not see now falling back behind Verdi Vern. Verdi Vern not making much of an inroads into this one. We have no Ferraris. Oh, Vern, the track's back that way. Wow, that was wide, and so was that. He's going to be getting a penalty soon enough. That is a couple of warnings for sure. Way off track as it happens. Budge net neutral. Well, he's up one position, but he was 10th a minute ago. But because of the penalty situation with Major Jam. But let's look up. We are spread out. Big Knockos now making an inroads into Rury Drain, and then he falls back outside. So Major Jam currently the and he's out of it. Why not? Seeing Kaiser Gun are within the DRS zone of each other, but everybody seems to be very nicely just. Oh, hold on, Ronaldosaurus is going for it. He is inside the zone. Oh, and he breaks way later than. He breaks way later than Welsh Wizard, and Welsh Wizard is back to second. So that was a stonking couple of laps by Ronaldosaurus to take it. Now he is down to 43%, and you can see there Welsh Wizard not using any of that DRS or ERS as to defend with. Diego Buffalucas is in the house. Hello, Diego. It is great to have Buffalucas in the house. How art thou, young man? It is good to have you in. Welcome to Wheel to Wheel. Absolutely stonking performance last week. I'm good if you didn't overtake Chameleon and take the win, or take at least a win over him. Just a little bit unfortunately on strategy, I think. I think you definitely have a lot of potential going forward. Looking forward to having you in and giving you an interview here pre-race one time. There we go. As we watch Welsh Wizard come around with Ronaldosaurus. This is the closest battle on track. It just so happens to be the battle at the front. Oof, that Mercedes is the fastest lap. Apart from, well, he's the top one in. He's the fastest one in the top 10 anyway. And it will be interesting to see that. Like, it'll be interesting to see that those McLarens are doing particularly well. Not as bad from a Chameleon as he would have otherwise thought. He is getting there. Vernie 3-second time penalty. Second man on track to get it. Welcome in, Diego. Thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't done so already, Diego, would you please like and subscribe on the stream to the channel, and you will get all the notifications of all Wheel to Wheel stuff. You can also you're in the private server, but the public server is up there in that QR code if you want to scan it. There we go. As we have Welsh Wizard coming around, he's sticking within the half second. Maybe this is he is doing Elite Carbon. Elite Carbon, he might be doing what Elite Carbon does, is just kind of holding back and making and you getting dragged around the track by the DRS. But we will see. There's the DRS opening up, and he is staying comfortably within the DRS zone of Ronaldosaurus, who is burning up a little bit of that. He's after gaining back a little bit of DRS. Let me see. But look at this. Not too far back, but a little bit back. Big Knockos now making a challenge after that straight. He is going to be all over the back of Rury Drain as we come around to the back straight, the big long straight. Oh, folks, if you haven't done so already, you should join, or you should give Buffalucas a like if you wish to see his stream when he goes live. You get to see his perspective in a wheel-to-wheel race. It is good to have you in, pal. It is good to have you in. Here we go, and we will stick with Big Knockos because he is close. Welsh Wizard falling outside that DRS zone after all is said and done. Let's see if Big Knockos is close enough to make this pass and derating of Rury Drain. And there it is. There's the Alpine up to 5th as he makes that long trick. Now, there was an Alpine flew down this track earlier on in the week when I feel very unfairly Fernando Alonso was given a 30-second time penalty due to a drive-through penalty that he received afterwards, despite not getting a yellow or an orange and black flag on the track. Retrospectively imposing something like that was a little bit harsh. But two Alpines flying down there, the one of Fernando and the one of our good mate Big Knockos. So there we go. He is pulling away already from Rury Drain, and he is already in the DRS zone of the Angry Chameleon. These guys at loggerheads all of the time. These guys don't like each other very much. They are going to make it difficult. I'm I'm creating I'm creating a situation that probably does not exist. But let's go with it. Let's go with it. If they're going to be battling on track, they have to hate each other, right? So anyway, big knockouts now. He is in the same position he was behind Rory Drain last time. Pulled free of him. The guy Rory Drain doesn't have to worry about him being in DRS. Oh, although yeah, no, he's still outside of it. But now big knockouts as he crosses this line. He is well within the reaches of the Angry Chameleon. The I want to say that the Alpine is a little bit faster in this game, but look at the speed of that. As it'll be a tight one as they come down to the corner. Oh, and he thought about it, but a bit of a wiggle, and then tucked back inside in behind the McLaren, not challenging on that. He's waiting for the opportunity. He knows Chameleon, he knows him, and he's going to be watching him, waiting for that mistake. That is an interesting battle there. We are so spread out across the board here. Major Jam now under threat from the Red Bull of Verny Vern. Getting a bit of a recovery drive going on here. Oh, well. I don't think that was out of my mouth less than a second when that happened. Anyway, we will ignore it. K Flemo, the first to pit. He is on the mediums. So he is the first of the medium runners to go. And he's gone in after 10 laps. That's an interesting tactic. Is he two-stopping it? He can go to the end. Oh no, he can go to the end on the hards, but it's an early stop. It's an early enough stop. Who else? Griffin in. Griffin and Rory Drain in as well. I think Rory Drain. I think maybe the way the race is gone. Those mediums are burning up faster. They are on lap 13, I suppose. So it's only a lap early at max, I'd say. I suppose 15, as Chameleon said, 15 was pushing it. So maybe 13 is. We're on lap 12. Yeah, so we've done 12 laps. Maybe they're just feeling that those guys have gone off quicker. That is something to consider though as well for the guys at the front. Welsh Wizard on a different strategy. He will be on the faster tires as this. So we're probably seeing the transfer from medium to hard and the speed. But there's big knockouts up to fourth, behind Angry Chameleon in third. Those guys still to stop. K Flemo obviously putting them up one spot because of that. Major Jam. Oh, Major Jam and Verdi Vern having a bit of a tussle. Oh, that was interesting. But Vernie Vern is all over the back of Major Jam. Not a battle we have seen this year so far. Oh, and pushing them well wide. That was questionable in that sector. Jam getting the position back. Maybe that was he gave back. Maybe he didn't feel like it was necessary. Big knockouts though. This is the battle that we need to stick on for just a moment. This is the one for real points as it happens right now. But we will see where Vernie Vern stands in just a moment. They are open to points. They have yet to stop with two guys behind them who already have stopped. Okay, let's see where we go. The hard runners all looking at getting to about 15-16 laps, as we said, and then going medium for the rest of the race. As Chameleon said, it's a very unusual strategy, but it sometimes happens, going longer with the hards and then going soft. But that is not a faster strategy than the medium hard. Look at this now, big knockouts, right up again, and he's right up this time, and he's leaving Chameleon in his wake. Wrong way. Chameleon backing out, and we saw the pass, but that's about all we're going to see for just a moment. Blue Gunner at the back. Yes, Cat. That is amazing. Despite that mistake that he made earlier, I think it's still going to affect him because he's going to have to stop again. So whilst he's made up that time, it's a case of he has to stop again anyway, as far as I can tell. But yeah, Blue Gunner is a massively fast driver. That's never been in doubt. But that mistake of going into the wall and getting the yellow flag situation is lethal nowadays. With these guys, they are lapping it up, and they don't. A mistake like that likely costs you points, to be honest. Like it normally costs you, puts you out of points when you make mistakes like that. He may retire yet if he's still far adrift before the end of this race. But absolutely, Cat, absolutely, I appreciate you pointing that out. We're kind of watching the less people at the back but then again, to be honest, the field is well spread out. The field is well spread out, so there is place to be made if you can get a good run. Oh, let me see, what have we got? I don't want to back another project by Simon. What is Simon running now? Oh, Cthulhu. Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay, joining session. We're nearly there. Cat D, it is brilliant to have you in with us watching the race. As is Spider-Man and Diego and Hayden also. Thank you all for joining me. I am absolutely livid as to what's going on here. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what's going on. Oh, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You have to feel sorry for me now. You have to feel sorry for me now. Now, as it happens, if anybody is up there, Big Knuckles, as you saw, made the pass on Comedian. Welsh Wizard is back up a little bit. He's made up some time. Stop tire enabled mini fun. So there we go. Okay, so Welsh Wizard made up by about half a second since we last seen him, but Big Knuckles is now on the podium. But look at the difference between two front guys and Big Knuckles. Mad. Okay, Blue Gunner is up 1 point, as you say, but there's that stop I was talking about. He is gone in for now. He's going to go medium to the end, it looks like. Yeah, medium to the end. So, despite making up all that time, he does find himself quite adrift off the rest of the pack. But look, making up that time is indicative that he may be thereabouts when this race comes to an end. Or maybe he didn't make the stop. Maybe he went with that. Did he actually break it? No, he went one stop. I apologise, Blue Gunner. But obviously, spinning, I thought that he actually done damage to his wings, so he went in. But obviously, just back there as a result of... he's back there just as a result of that. He will catch up to the likes of Verdi Bear and Why Not and Kaiser. That's for sure. But the points maybe that stretch too far. But he's in touching distance with a couple of races, but he might be racing for Pride by the time this race comes to an end. But he may prove us wrong. Bronanosaurus is the first of the top two to go in, and he comes back out in what position? Looks like Bunsey might get him. Bunsey is getting him. Mayo Man is not going to get him, so Bronanosaurus is out. Mayo Man is coming up behind him. There we go, he is out and he is scot-free. So everybody had a Rhinoceros now to stop. He is in a great position as this race comes to an end. Did he go hard? Did he just go hard? I didn't see. Oh no, Rhinoceros. Was Rhinoceros one of the medium runners? Oh god, tell me that he hasn't made that mistake. I think he was a medium runner. I think it was only 4 guys who were medium runners at the start of all this. Bernie Byrne getting in and out. But there you go. Look, actually, there you go. Bernie Byrne caught by, well, he would have been caught by penalties. Maybe penalties is where Blue Gunner stays clear of penalties. Maybe he will get 10 to 11, 9 to 10. Excellent stuff. Welsh Wizard leading this race again, but not by enough to stay out ahead of Rhinoceros, I don't think. And of course, he will have those mediums. That's an incredible drive by Blue Gunner. You are correct, Cat D. That is an incredible drive. Anywho, there we go. Mayo Man currently up to 6th, but K Flemo is hunting him down because he has made the change to the new for the second stint. So Mayo Man is going to drop all the way back. Budgewell is currently running about 10th on the grid. Angry Chameleon has gone in, and so has Big Knuckles. They went in and coming out as was. They are dropping back behind. There's Budge coming down. Can we see them coming out? There they are. Budge gets ahead of Chameleon, but not Big Knuckles. That's huge. Oh! Oh, and Budge and Chameleon having a bit of a ding dong there. Oh my God! There it is, and that's a huge loss for Chameleon. That's a huge loss for Chameleon, because what that means is he has an extra person to pass in order to catch back up. So Big Knuckles is after getting a couple of seconds on Chameleon just because of the distance that existed before them. And of course, Chameleon, did he do any damage on that? And he has Rory Drain all over the back of him now as well. So Chameleon, oh, this is not happening. That wasn't a good pit stop for Chameleon. And getting out behind Budge. Yes, he's still behind him again for the lap. And Budge is a lot slower on those older tyres, whilst Chameleon should be taking advantage of those new mediums, as he's followed behind Budge. And a bit of a dink there on the first corner as Budge went wide and Chameleon ran up the inside. It looked like Budge was ahead, if I'm being honest, but like maybe I think Chameleon, in an effort to stay ahead of Budge, kind of braked very, very late. And I don't think there was any malice in either person there. I think Budge was up and around the corner, and Chameleon looked like Chameleon ran into the side of him a bit. He will get him here as he goes down the front of the pit straight, and they are close. Yeah, but he's made that do, and Chameleon looks like he doesn't have any damage. Budge nearly doing the switch back there, but he will be dragged around a little bit. Now Rory Drain is going to be all over the back of Chameleon, his fellow Aston driver. Two Astons in the 8th and 9th as it stands. One already haven't made their stop. Kaiser up to 11th, but he is making his pit stop now. And there we go, Blue Gunner up to 11th. So, there we go, Blue Gunner. What an incredible comeback drive, as pointed out by our good pal, Cat D. Okay, I completely underestimated that. I thought he was back a little bit further than he was. That's an incredible comeback. Verdi Verne back to last position and a penalty. That's not going to serve him well. Major Jam not in the points, and he has a penalty. K Flemo now has a penalty as he battles with Mayo. And it looks like Angry Chameleon as well. Oh, Mother of Divine Christ. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, folks. We haven't had this much problems with the... I don't know. Was there an update that I missed? I sure hope not. Was there might have been an update that I missed. I don't think so, because I really got a... I thought I really had all that stuff done. Let's see what we got here. Get back into this as fast as possible, folks. I apologize for this. This is poor. I absolutely hate this. This is a problem more so for PlayStation 4, I believe. Anywho, we will continue. We will do the best we can. Thank you very much, Lucas. Much appreciated for the likes. We got a lot of notifications there that we will deal with in just a moment. We are about to join the race once again. Absolutely devastating stuff this is. This is harsh on a million levels. This is harsh on a million levels. Let's get back to it. we do try to bring you the best coverage. Unfortunately, we seem to be having a few problems. I apologize sincerely for that. Oi, 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 oi. So let's see what we got. Yeah, we are running fast. So there we go. Kind of don't keep on having to do this. But anyway, we will persevere. Welsh Wizard has made a stop now, and he's back within a second of Rhodanosaurus at the front, and he's on fresher medium, so he is all set for this second stint. Big Knockos still ahead. Angry Chameleon is all the way down to 6th. Mailman making that pass, or he's passing Mailman now. Mailman backing out there, probably for the best. Looks like he's going to go the hard soft to have the faster car at the end. So is Budge, by the looks of it. They're the guys going for the longer run on the hards. Unfortunately for Budge, that will probably see him drop well outside of the points, especially now that Blue Gunner, he's lost a lot of time, I think, going long. The Welsh Wizard, here we go. This is it. This is where it's at. This is where the battle's at. Will there be a mistake made? Oh, and there is! Oh my! Oh, that's a reset to track. That's a reset to track. I am sorry to have caught that, Welsh Wizard. Big Knockos now finds himself up in second. Absolutely devastating for Welsh Wizard. Welsh, I am sorry, but I'm probably going to have to mention that to the authorities. It's not anything personal, but I have mentioned stuff like that before. As a result of it's the responsibility of people to obey the rules. I am gutted for you though, folk. Welsh, that's going to be harsh on you. K Flemo making a bit of time up. Angry Chameleon. Kaiser going with 3-second penalty. Let's have a look at what the penalties are right now. Let's see where people stand. It's a 3-second penalty for K Flemo. So realistically, Angry Chameleon is running. Net P4. So he hasn't lost out a whole lot. As a matter of fact, he's doing particularly well. But I think that bit of a scuffle when he came out of the pits to be behind Budge hasn't helped him. So K Flemo is going to have to open another 1.2 seconds, like for like cars. But Flemo is on the older hard tyres. We have 7 laps left. He's now up to 2 seconds. Will it happen? Sorry, I beg your pardon. He's down to 1 second. I beg your pardon. That's the I'm looking at the distance between him and Welsh Wizard. But anyway, there we go. Let's see, we have the tires, and there we have it. Mailman out in 9th on those softs. He has 14 seconds to make up. He has 14 seconds to make up in 6 laps. 14 seconds to make up in 6 laps. Let's watch that progress. That'll be interesting. Now Budge, closest on track to Major Jam. He looks like he might make that easily because that's their fast tires that he's got going on right now, and he's in the. Now he is still P11. Blue Gunner up into the points. So I am sorry for doubting Blue Gunner at all. Budge being held up a little bit by Major Jam as it happens, but he should get him on this straight. Although that was an excellent exit from Major Jam, but let's see does he have enough time to brake late. He will have hugely better traction going into the first corner. That doesn't seem to be long enough to make up 4/10, but he will have infinitely better tires going around the last few corners. Big Knockos, is he making any inroads? We watched the 4.2 second gap there. You have to imagine that. Yeah, look at that. There's the car of the Haas of Major Jam, looking a little squirrely on those S's as he comes up and around. Budge clinical as always, no penalties, and just an exceptional drive, I suppose. Despite the fact that he's down another car, and this is what we're looking at. There we go, side by side as they get to the middle of that straight, and Budge makes the pass. Major Jam thinking about it again. are thinking about it, but no, he's not going to go for it. Blue Gunner right ahead. So Blue Gunner not in the points, or is not set right now, because Budge is on those fresh, soft tires. So if he can make that pay very well early, he could conceivably make up that place as well. Mayo Man not making up a whole lot of time in that Williams. He's not making up a whole lot of time on Bunsey in the Williams. It is like for like now with these two guys, but they are getting closer to the other pack. But Bunsey, Mayo Man is going to have to make up a lot of time in a very few laps now left. Okay, and he is in the Williams, unfortunately, but he looks like he's secured himself a decent position for his first Williams outing. So the two Willies in 8th and 9th. I know these guys have been grinding all week. Say nothing about Wizard. I'm sorry, Hayden. I know, but in the interest of fairness, it is against the rules. We don't. I wouldn't. It's not. I am gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. Hello, Caitlin. Thank you so much. It is the Uncle Meeps here. It is the Uncle Meeps. That is my little niece, Caitlin. Thank you for joining us, Caitlin. Much appreciated. I apologize to Hayden that I will have to talk about the reset. It's instinctive probably if he does it elsewhere, but unfortunately it's just not allowed. Budge all over the back of Blue Gunner. Budge might rescue a point as it happens, and if he, I don't think he's going. He may make some inroads into Mayo Man, but 5 seconds on like for like tires. The only difference being the engine of the car. And Mayo Man is lightning quick and has been grinding like hell, unless Budge has too. Budge losing a little bit there. He's 3/10 down there. He's playing it cool. I think he figures he has got. He lost a few tenths there. He probably has got the ability to get by Blue Gunner, but Blue Gunner is quick and he's got to be careful. He is making up some time there, so he's getting back within 2/10 there. Oh. And they're side by side as they go around, and Blue Gunner succeeded. And maybe that's tactical because the better straight is the back one, and that will be happening. Oh, bit of a wobble there, and Budge getting away and getting out of that about half a second ahead. Major jam with another penalty. That is misery on top of misery. Why not see all the way back to last place? Did he have a bit of a spin? And there's Rory Drain getting passed by Bunsey. Bunsey making a bit of a push. The Willies now in 7th and 9th. And he is making up some time now, Mayo Man, but it's still a lot of time. He's not making enough of it up. And he is starting to wear into those tyres as well. Big Knockos and Welsh Wizard at the front now. I have to say, I don't think Welsh Wizard will be on the podium when that's resolved. I don't remember what the penalty is, but it may be 10 seconds and 10 seconds and 4 10 seconds and 4 penalty points. That would be gutting. That I don't think it was necessary to do that. I think he would have actually made up a lot of time anyway and finished on the podium, despite the fact that he didn't. If he hadn't reset. Kay Flemo is now under pressure from his car teammate, not his actual teammate in reality in the championship, as Budge and Angry Chameleon are teammates as it happens. Let me see. Okay. Kay Flemo pulling a little bit out there, but Welsh Wizard now all over the back of Big Knuckles, but I don't think Big Knuckles needs to worry. Rodanosaurus is now looking like he's going to get his first win of the season. He is lapping nicely. He's taking it easy. He's got 2.1 second advantage. Big Knuckles has eaten into that. So with 3 laps to go, he's taken away half of the time. The 4.2 seconds that he had advantage is now down to 2 seconds. But it looks like, he's 16%. And yeah, like a lot of people right now burning that ERS. Look at that, the top 3 all out, top 4, top 5. Everybody on track is absolutely burning it, except for Mayo Man. Mayo Man's out for a stroll. A stroll. Budge and Blue Gunner going at it again. Oh, and I think Budge is gone, nearly gone. He switched back City, and that was a great switch back, but didn't pay off. I tries it again, but Blue Gunner. This is the point. This is for 1 point. It's where this was. Oh, we have a sector 1-2 round. Who is that? No, we're all good. Nobody has spun. Okay, K Flemo and Welsh Wizard at the front now, all over each other. But and Angry Chameleon is part of this as well because he's in the DRS zone. Budge is back ahead of Blue Gunner, and again tactical in this first sector. Budge does get the advantage here with the grip, but you have to imagine that although. Yeah, look. Oh, a bit of a wobble there, I think, from Blue Gunner. Yeah, as Budge gets the advantage of about 8.5 tenths. That's impressive there. Much better tires, those softs going through that first sector. But he's in the DRS and he makes some of that back up in this because this is a long straight. Look at this. He's defending the inside, looking to get the toe from the inside. He's hanging on to it. And look at that. Look at that power. Look at that power difference. Wow, that's incredible to watch. That was 8 tenths down to 2 and almost making it happen despite that. So now Budge is down to 16% and Blue Gunner is down to 8%. So they're net neutral in that regard. There's not going to be much happening. This is an incredible battle. The guys at the front are battling. They are battling, but it's kind of a stalemate as it happens. Griffin is a good bit back, but he's got Bunsey for company. And then Mayo Man is back to about 13 seconds, so he's not making any inroads onto Rory Drain. Probably because Rory Drain got a bit of a toe from Bunsey for a while until he pulled free. Bunsey having a late surge in this, he may yet get 6th position. Those mediums will be in much better condition than Griffin's 15 lap old hards. Budge and Blue Gunner still at it back here, and as they come up and through sector 1 where Budge is very comfortable on those softs, although they will start transferring over to the mediums. Blue Gunner's mediums now around where the lads would have changed previously. So we have Mayo Man back to 14 seconds. He's losing a lot of time for Rory Drain ahead of him. Another second that lap there. And Chameleon is outside of the 1 second mark on K Flemo. So now K Flemo is on this final lap. I think Chameleon is going to finish in first. But there is Rory Rhodosaur starting that last lap. But in this last lap, he is down to 1.4 seconds behind K Flemo. Can K Flemo get another 1.4? Chameleon has just nothing to fight with. He has just nothing to fight with. And K Flemo, if he stays there, there's a 3-second time penalty for big knockouts. There's Welsh Wizard is outside that as well. Look at this. But K Flemo is outside. That helps Chameleon a ton because he is. Oh, he's back in. Did he get it? He is going to get it for this last straight, and that is huge because that will give him about a second. We saw about 6 to 8 tenths minimum difference where Chameleon won't have that. And if it looks like this is the close finish that we're looking for. Budge now outside Blue Gunner by 4 seconds, whatever happened to Blue Gunner. And Blue Gunner has got a penalty, so Budge has now secured that last scoring points position. He is with that battle, he is now not going to catch up with. And there it is, folks. 2.5 seconds from Chameleon. So now Chameleon has nothing to fight with. He's down to 3% ERS. And we have K Flemo being dragged around this track by the Welsh Wizards, but Chameleon making up just a little bit. We saw people lose it here. There is Rhodosaurus come though around the final corner, and big Knuckles is right there, but he has got a penalty. We is going to stay in second position, but it is a Alpine 1-2 followed by Welsh Wizard, who yet may change. And then we have K Flemo, who an Angry Chameleon did. What was the distance in the end? It was 600ths of a second going across the line. Griffin, followed by Bunsey. Mayo Man in ninth. Budge going to be the one to finish up. Mayo Man a good bit back. He is about 19 seconds adrift. As it happens in these last laps, he lost a bit of that momentum. Blue Gunner a good bit off, and the guys at the back there, Major Jam, and bit of a weird thing going on here. We won't say anything, but Budge there to cross the line, going over in 10th position, the last of the point scores. Blue Gunner, the first of the non-point scores, the first loser, you could say. That is rough from him, considering what would have happened if he had not had that wobble earlier on. Major Jam drops behind Kaiser. Not really much point not really much in that with a 12th and 13th position. Varian crossed the line in 14th, and why not see having a stonking poor finish. He is penalty free. That might change as a result of that. A few line crosses as he comes around. What are you doing? What are you doing, you absolute muppet? There it is. There's a 3-second time penalty. That's a bit of a bad ending for him, and he crosses the line sideways. And that is the end of the COTA USA GP. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. That is Big Knockos gets driver of the day, and rightfully so. A 1-2 for Alpine. Will Welsh Wizard stay on the podium? Might be interesting. Now that Chameleon is in the hunt for another spot. Our esteemed leader. There it is. The Mercedes of provisionally the Mercedes of Welsh Wizard on the podium. That is his first one, I think, this season. And lots of good things to come from these drivers. The Alpines look super strong. They may be making a push in the middle stint of this season yet. Thank you very much, folks. We are going to run through the standings here. Brontosaurus started 4th, wins the race. That is his first win. That is the 6th winner in 9 races. That is incredible, incredible stuff. Big Knockos in the other Alpine into 2nd position. Anyway, Big Knockos in 2nd, Welsh Wizard in 3rd. Yet to be decided if that stays that way. He has passed his lap as it happens. Then we have Angry Comedian in 4th. It might be he is 12 seconds back, is it? No. It looks like he's about 4 seconds back. So a penalty there, 5 seconds or more, will be enough to put Chameleon on the podium. K Flemo in 5th, Griffin in 6th, Rory Drain in 7th, Bunsey in 8th, Mayo Man in 9th, Budge in 10th. The last of the point scorers, Blue Gunner, Kaiser, Major Jam, Varian, and Why Not See, making up the non-point scores. But a complete 100% finish by all drivers. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant stuff from them. Credit to the standard that has been set in wheel to wheel. I apologise for that kind of rushed finish. We will have a look at really quickly how that might affect things. So let's go to the alt here. So Mayo Man finishing behind Bunsey, but Chameleon in 4th position with 12 points. Now jumps up to 84 points. He is now making a push for those front two. Major Jam not scoring. Budge scoring 1 point. He's going to stay as is. Blue Gunner not scoring. Griffin will not improve. Rory Drain in 46 points. He might jump Griffin, I think, because he finished ahead of Griffin, as far as I remember. Kaiser non-changing. Elite Carbon and Mormick not there. Brontosaurus, here it is. Brontosaurus getting a massive 25 points there, so he is going to jump to 52 points, and he is going to be somewhere up in there. He's going to jump about 3-4 positions just for that win alone, which means he is making hay very quickly with this Alpine, and he may be in a really worse car by the end of all this. Let's see who we got else then. Why Not See finishing in 15th, so he's not going to change. Welsh Wizard likely to jump up a little bit. Oh no, he won't, because Why Not See is 25 points. If it stays as is, he jumps up one position. If it doesn't, Welsh Wizard will stay where he is in 14th, despite the fact that he finishes on a podium on track. Supreme Boyo, not much of a change there because he wasn't in. Big Knockos Big Knockos now with an 18-point haul. He will jump up 1, 2, 3, about 3 positions. Big Knockos, very no. Ironman no. Wilfred Boney no. K Flemmo getting 5th. He will jump up to about 16th. Is a hero not around, and Buffalo Lucas joined us in chat, was not in the race today. That is the end of things as it happens. We will bring you the standings, as you said, as we always do after all of any incidents or reviews that may need to take place. That is the end of week 9. We are done in COTA, and that is the end of the American Grand Prix. We will be going to Mexico next week. It is going to be Mexico. I love the Mexican track, and so does Mormick. Mormick, if he is back and he is still watching, it is Mexico for you, my friend. We remember the last time we were in Mexico, and there was a little first to last on the final lap, but that won't happen. I'm pretty sure that won't happen. And you're in the Ferrari. You, dude, are up. Forget about last year. Go and get that win. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. That is the end of week 9 from Wheel to Wheel season 4. It has been an absolute pleasure. If you're watching this now live, please give us a like. If you are watching this after, give us a like. And always, please give us a subscribe. If for no other reason than to feel sorry.